How's everybody doing? I'm going to show you guys a quick tip. I don't know how many videos I've seen people starting fresh engines and they're cranking on it, dumping gas in the carburetor and, you know, twisting the distributor around like a half a turn, and they're jumbling around. I'm going to show you a real quick, easy way to make sure it starts and how to get it in time, mostly, enough to where it'll start the first time. No screwing around, turn the cap every which way, you know. Now ideally, you want to roll it over on number 1 top dead center, and if you got one of these, line it up with the 12 degrees before. If you got a fancy one of these, line it up like 16 is better, but I don't have a 16, I have a 12. So I line it up right there. I guess I could go over to the edge of this, but this is how I do it on this engine just because it's convenient. Line that up, number 1 top dead center. Put you a mark on the distributor right where your number 1's at. Now this ain't exact, but this will make the engine start. Okay, you're still gonna have to use a timing light after you're done because it ain't gonna be perfect. But 16 degrees before top dead center is where I like to be at. 12 degrees if the timing pointer don't have that. But here's the trick right here. Here's the big thing people don't understand. Okay, they'll see how both the cap and the rotor, or both the distributor and the rotor are moving together right there just a little bit. Now people say, oh, point number 1 at this and it'll fire, so they do that, and then it's a little bit off because there's a little bit of play in it. Here's the easy way to do it. Distributor rotates this way, so advanced is this way, retarded is this way. Now pull it over to way retarded, and then watch what that does when you get close to number 1. Watch real close. You'll see it jump. You'll see that rotor just jump just a little bit. Right there. See it jump? Now, I'm not touching it. I'll do that again so you can see it. Got my hand all the way over here. You pull it over towards number 1 where you want it to be, and you'll see that rotor lurch forward just a little bit. See that? Right there where it lurches forward, that's because the magnetic pickup and all the splines are lining up. So there's a magnet in there. It'll cause that to line up, and you'll see just a little jump in it. Tighten it down right there, because that little jump is where it's going to spark. And don't do it coming from this direction. Do it going retarded to advanced. Don't go advanced to retarded, because it'll jump the other way, and then your timing will be way off. But that's an easy way to do it. Pull it around till you see that rotor just barely move. If you got an old point style distributor, do the same thing. Hook a spark plug up to the coil, coil wire and a spark plug laid on there, and you turn the ignition on and you barely pull it over, then all of a sudden, snap, that spark plug will light off. Tighten it down. That's your number 1. It's very simple. That ensures that it'll just, fire right up. It might be a little on the retarded side, but it won't be too far advanced. So you're safe starting an engine like that. I see people do that, and I'm seeing people all the time just dumping gas into the carburetor. First off, to prime a carburetor, see these 2 little tubes right here on the Holley? That's your float bowl tubes. You fill it up till you can't fill it up no more. On a Rochester Quadrajet, I do believe it's this right here is a vent, and I think this right here. I think, what else do I got laying around? Edelbrock carburetor. Yeah, right here on the edges. Right there. That's where the metering rods go. But right there's a float bowl vent. One on the other side. Fill the float bowl up so it stays running. Don't just dump gas in there. If the float bowls are filled up, you can pump the gas pedal a couple times and it'll squirt gas in there the way it's supposed to, and you won't be having raw fuel unatomized everywhere, just fouling out plugs and washing out your freshly built engine. It's like common sense, man. I see so many people screwing up so many different ways on starting these freshly built engines up, because I get bored and I watch videos, Yeah, there's a lot of little tricks like that that'll make things a lot easier. If everything is good, it should just fire right up. and it should run okay. You know, shouldn't have any misses or anything like that. If you got a miss on a fresh built engine, something ain't right. You need to have new wires on that engine. You need to have a good distributor, which I don't, but it's good enough. But you for sure need new plugs, you need new wires on a fresh built engine to start up. You don't want any missing or anything, because you got a cylinder going up and down inside the bore and it ain't firing. It's not seating the rings, it's probably scoring shit up, it's gonna glaze over from not having the right temperature, not heating up. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff gonna go wrong. I mean, do it right or don't do it at all. You know, people bug me, I don't know. So yeah, I just dropped distributor in that. Oh, and also if you can't get the distributor line up, get your big old fat screwdriver, stick down in there and turn the oil pump shaft just a hair. That way you can drop it in where you want it to. But anyway, yeah. Just got off work, trying to get motivated to do stuff. Put distributor in it, throw the starter on it, headers, exhaust, water pump, power steering pump, fuel pump, alternator, drive assembly, thermostat, radiator, hoses, heater hoses, which I don't have actually. I might have to loop that. I got a bunch of scrap heater hoses somewhere in this pile of stuff. Yeah, it might be looking on one of the other trucks for a piece of hose for the time being. Or I could go to Napa tomorrow, but I really want this thing to run tonight. But the way I'm going, I'm not real motivated to get stuff done. I'm kind of tired. It's been a long day at work. Well, there's your quick update video. You guys stay tuned, and I will be back soon. See you tonight.